You say that you're a trader, but your actions prove otherwise. And until you actually start to act like a trader, the market is going to continuously keep bleeding your capital. And that's something that we go quite deep in within the Inner Edge Pro in the course that I have, is basically to create the correct identity shift from a wannabe trader into a real trader that has the full 360 in terms of character, habits, all the good stuff that you need to actually succeed in trading. You see, putting trader in your Instagram bio does not mean that you're a trader. And if that stings, then that's basically because you have an ego issue. So in this video, we're going to talk about what it really means to be a trader, some of the identity shifts that you could implement today into your lifestyle, into your character, so that you can become the trader that you're meant to be. So make sure you watch this to the end. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like and subscribe. Drop your comments below. This is going to help boost the algorithm and get this video message out to more traders like you. So let's get started. So the thing is, you say that you're a trader, and it's part ego, okay? Because by saying it and doing it are two different things, and saying it is easy. It's like you get the ego satisfaction up front because you're saying it. You're telling people that you trade and all of this nonsense, okay? You have it in your Instagram bio, okay? And it's a quick dopamine hit up front, okay? And it's a stroke to the ego. But you don't journal. You don't backtest. You don't stick to your trading plan. You see what I mean? Just because you look at a chart and, you know, you're able to log into your trading account, or you paid for a prop account, okay, doesn't mean that you're a trader. You're not acting like a trader because you're not doing what traders do. And what traders do is basically they have data, they backtest, they have discipline, they have emotional control, they journal their trades, they review their losses, they learn from their mistakes, and they don't overtrade. That's what a real trader does. Do you see? It's easy to say that you're a trader. Any clown can say they are a trader, but the true master, the true trader, is the one that is in control of the way they actually process the whole thing, right? Do they respect their system? Do they have a process? Are they actually doing the things that traders, real traders, do, or are they just playing pretend? So there's a big difference there. And I know it's tough and it's a hard pill to swallow, and it might come off as a little rough, but that is the truth of the matter, okay? And I can say it because, like, when I started trading in the beginning, that was me too. I was telling everybody, and I was all, you know, saying that I was a trader, but then I wasn't. Okay, I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as a trader, right? Because you see, when you say that you're a trader, you have the dopamine hit, you have the ego stroke, so it's a nice little satisfaction, okay, up front. But then the real work is doing the work, right? Is the journaling. And that can be boring. There is not much dopamine that you're going to get from journaling, from recording your trades, from reviewing your losses. You see, to review your loss, it's like it's replaying a negative situation in your ego. So you don't even want to look at it, okay? And so that is the difference. That's the fine line. So until you can, like, start to do the things that the real traders do, whether you like it or not, and you do it through discipline, that's when you actually step up and level up, okay? And and you will see the result. You will see the result. We have an entire module within the course, okay, for the imposter syndrome, so that you can stop caring about what other people think. You can stop comparing yourself to other people and focus on what is important. Focus on the actual process. Focus on the real trading. Focus on risk management, not gambling. Okay, so I know it's a tough one, but if that's something that you think is holding you back, then I would advise you to check out the link. It's going to reset your identity. We also have programming for your subconscious. So we reprogram the subconscious with a new trading identity. So once you basically have to kill your old self, your old identity from the matrix, from the society, from the culture, has no place in the market. Okay, it doesn't give a shit about you. It doesn't care about your dreams, your goals, your ego, what you told people, what people think of you. It doesn't care about any of that. In the market environment, it cares about discipline. It cares about structure, and it cares about, following your plan. That is what matters. Okay. So you have to switch the identity one way or another. Okay. You cannot bring the old baggage into the market environment. You're going to get slaughtered. So if you want to work on it, then check out the link. But basically, those are the main things that when we talk about trading identity, those are the things that you have to look into. Okay. Are you journaling? Are you learning from your mistakes? Right? Are you planning your trades? Are you sticking to your plan? Right? How do you handle losses? How do you handle wins? See, all these things matter, right? And until you have enough time and enough pain in the market, these things are not going to matter to you. You're not going to pay attention. You're not going to give it 100%. So it's like when the beginner comes, right, and they think it's easy, and they see all the profits and all the Lambos and all of this stuff from the guy that's been doing it for 10 years, that has done the work on himself and on his strategy, okay, the process. The beginner comes in, and then if you were to just tell the beginner, no, you have to do this, the boring stuff, this is the real work, they're not going to listen. They're not going to want to do it because it's boring, right? They just want to click the button and treat the whole thing like a casino, because the market has an illusion of unlimited profits, right? That's why people hold trades forever and then it reverses on them, right? Because you have this illusion of forever profit, but you also have forever loss, right? There's also that potential as well. So, rather than trying to pretend to be a trader and like be so smart and, go for a 10-hour trade all the time and, to show off and all of this stuff, just, take a reasonable profit, like have a reasonable RR, maybe a 2R, 1.5R, something simple, something that is controllable, especially when you're doing things like your proper challenge. Okay. You don't need to be going for a 5R, right? Do you want to try to look like a trader, or do you want to just actually be the trader and take a profit, right? Because there is no end. There is no end, right? And because the illusion of no end in your profits, right? You never take profit, right? You want more. You always want more. And so you have to do this work on yourself. You have to understand the characteristics. You have to understand the nature of the market. And once you can do that, then you can blend that into your trading strategy and actually start taking profits off the table. Okay. And real traders take profits. You see, this is the difference. Okay. So if you want to work on yourself, check out the first link in the description. It's the full-on psychology course. If you're new to the channel, go ahead, like and subscribe, drop your comments below. Let me know what kind of issues you're dealing with so maybe I can make a video on it. But until the next video, you're on your own. Take care now. Goodbye.